Hi friends, good morning and good evening to all of you. So in this video we'll discuss about source transformation. Okay. So in Informatica Power Center, like there is a transformation called source qualified transformation. Okay. But in IICS there is no transformation named with source qualified transformation. So what in IICS that all the properties with some additional properties has been merged into source itself. Okay. Now so in source the transformation now name now it has been renamed to source transformation. Okay. Now so this video would be a little bit longer than as usual my all videos. So I will try to uh, provide you as much as information which I can provide to you. Okay. Now so if you see here we taken a source as employees table and target as employees underscore tgt table. Okay. So what is source transformation? So if you see here, like in any of the mapping, whenever we are selecting any source. Okay. So let me show you this thing. Whenever we are selecting any source, okay, this source. So in source, in most of the videos what we have done, we have just went to this place. Okay. And what we have done, this option, this single object. Okay. So with the help of this single object, what we have done, we have selected our object from any of our database. Okay, whether it's a snowflake or oracle. Okay, these things which we have done so far. Okay. And we have created our mapping using all the transformation and loaded the data into target table. So now but if you see this query option. Okay. So to view filter and sort option, select an object. Okay, let me first select this object, any of the object. Let me select employees. Okay. Employees object. Okay. So now if you what once you have selected your object, what you can do, you can filter your records on the basis of your requirement. Okay, let me try to filter this record. Okay. Object type, sorry, if you see I selected employees table, employee id equal employees table, employee id equals, suppose I want to load select record of 101 only. Okay. Now so let me delete this part. Okay. So let me click on this okay option. Okay. So this is my filter condition. Now if I want to sort my records, so I can sort also. Okay. So all these properties in Informatica Power Center has been given in source qualified transformation. So if you see here, everything is coming here. Okay. Now if you see, we can do this. Okay. We have used our sorting. Now if you want any distinct rows from source system, so we can select distinct rows also. Okay. These are the properties. Now let me go one more thing. So what suppose if you have seen here, you have selected employees table. Okay. So all the columns which are present in my employee table are coming here. Okay. Just after selecting this thing. Now let me go to this advanced properties. Okay. So you might have heard about pre-SQL and post-SQL also. Okay. So what will happen in case uh, you have selected all of the query option properties, but in case you want to write some pre-SQL, post-SQL and SQL override. Okay. So whatever query you are writing in this SQL override, it will, I can say that prioritized over these queries. Okay. If you see here I have selected 101, but in case I am selecting this, select star from employee here. Okay. Star from employees. Okay. Okay, let me validate this. Let me create some mapping here. Okay. uh, a target and let me go to some mapping here. Okay. So here what we can do, we can, let me remove all of my mapping. Target fields are coming here. So here by click on this I can remove, first let me remove this existing mapping, okay, which I have created earlier. Clear mapping, and let me so I have used these things, okay. So let me validate this right now. It is valid now. So here what we have done, in case of employees table, we have used this source, okay, and inside this source we have provided these queries, okay. In the query option we have used these clause also, and in the advanced option we have provided this query. So what, let me run this first, okay, then we will see. So once we are running this thing, okay, let me run this. So let us see here. Let me refresh this. What will happen here? You might have seen there 107 rows has been processed. It means all the rows which are coming from source has been processed right now. Okay. Let me download its session log also. Yeah, if you see here, select this query has been overwritten. I think I have not saved my logs here. Let me re-download it. If you see here, it has taken select start from employees. Okay, so if you say like whatever query I have written in my SQL override, that has been taken care. Okay, now so we have discussed this property. uh One more thing, so let me go here, okay, again. So we have discussed a simple property by using SQL override and everything for single table. Okay. Now, if you see, we are having some other properties also. We have used. Let me first go to query option. Okay. So inside the query option, let us try. What will happen? If you see inside the query option, we cannot use filter and sort option for like here, which we have selected earlier. Okay. Obviously we can use our SQL overwrite or anything here, but we cannot use that whatever option which we have used here. Okay. Now here what we can do here, in case of query option, we can create our customized query, okay, by default. Okay, let me try. I have saved one query earlier, this query. Okay, it will lot of options had been provided by IICS, okay, in the source let me validate this. So it will give us error. Why? Because I have selected semicolon here. Okay, so let me remove this. Okay, custom query is valid now. So let me go to field option. If you see, by default what it has taken, whatever custom query we have used in the fields option, this is smart enough to select all the columns from my e dot star, which I have used in my customer query, and department name column, okay, which I have used in all in my custom query. Okay. Now let me go to target table again, and target fields, I think it is fine. Let me go to mapping again. Let me validate this. Let me run this. Okay. Let me go to my jobs. Okay. And once we are executing this, if you see here, it has processed only 9 rows. Okay. So let me show my query, what query has been executed in this time. Okay. If you see, whatever query we have used in SQL query, that query is coming, has been processed in my logs also. Okay. And this might have selected, if you see, applied 9 rows and affected 9 rows. Okay. 9 rows would have been inserted into my target table. Okay. Let me show my target table. 9 rows has been loaded now. Okay. Now let us go to some other options also. So we have discussed about SQL query option and option about our SQL override, and we have also discussed about using single object. Okay. Now, so let me again go to field here. So if you see, like we have discussed about single object and query. Now let us discuss about multiple objects. Okay. So in the single object, you might have seen we are able to select only one table. Okay. But in case you have to select multiple tables and multiple join conditions, what you can do? In that case, we have to select this multiple objects option. Okay. To add objects, if you see, click and add source object in the menu. Okay. Let us go to source object. Oh, one more thing before going here, you will see, whenever I we have selected this multiple objects, in the field section, none of the source fields are coming here right now. Okay. O- Now let me add source object first. Employees, this employees. Okay. So whenever we have selected this employees, you see all the columns which are presented my employees are coming here. Okay. Now let me select this relationship option. Okay. And let me select this one more thing. If you see here, exist like whatever tables which are present in my, I can say that in that schema, all are coming here. Okay. And existing relationship, it is also selecting, and we can also select our customized relationship also, depends on our requirement. Okay. So let me select any of the relationship. Okay. Employees, any relationship I'm selecting by default. Okay. Manager dot anything, I'm selecting here. This is already an object selected having the same name. Okay. Not an issue. Okay. I hope it will be selected. Yeah, if you see here, whenever we selected department table, so all the columns from department table are also coming here. Okay. And here, if you see, this manager id and department id are already present in my employees table. So what it has done, it has by default, it has for department table, from department tables, it has been changed to department id 1 and department manager id 1. Okay. Because manager id and department id are already present in my employees table. Okay. Now, and if you are selecting this multiple objects, here you can use the filter option, distinct rules also. And okay. And in this case, you can also select your SQL override. Okay. So let me try for SQL override here again. Okay, let me validate this. Okay. Let me go to general. We have already done this part. Let us go to field mapping, the smart map. Let me validate this. Okay, and run this part. So till the time my query is getting executed. Okay, so let me come up with one important question. Okay, like in Informatica Power Center. So suppose uh, you have one table, source table, and in the data of that source table you have to load into your target table. Okay, and the target tables are having primary and foreign key relationship. So in that case, how will you handle that loading? So this is the question which I would like to tell you. So you have to think, and I will try to explore this video how it can be resolved in IICS. In Informatica's Power Center, there is a option called constant based, we can provide in our workflow. But in ISS, how it can be handled? Okay, how can we handle primary key and foreign key relationship in case we are planning to load the data into two tables which is coming from only one of my source table? If you see here, that we option which I was talking about, multiple objects, it has been also loaded 9 records. Okay, so these are the option for our source transformation. And in next video, like I have just tried to give you one question, like how we can load the in target table. Suppose there are two tables which are having primary and foreign key relationship, and the data which it is coming from source table, a single source table. So how you can handle that thing? Okay, because suppose if you have first inserted data in your foreign key table and then primary key table, so what will happen? It will provide you some constant error. So how that can thing can be handled in Informatica IACS? Okay, in Power Center there is already option called constant based loading, that I will try to explore and let you know in next video. Thank you.